What's up, you guys? Welcome to the first episode of SHARKPLAYS, and today I'm going to be playing Beavis and Butthead for the SEGA Genesis. And right now, I'm going to tell you that this game is hard, it is difficult, it is tedious, it is obnoxious, it is everything in between. And the purpose of SHARKPLAYS is to play SEGA Genesis's worst, hardest, and best games of all time. So I'm going to try to play a lot of the games that I have in my collection, and we're going to start this off with Beavis and Butthead. So yeah, let's get started. So Beavis and Butthead is a game that I'm very familiar with. It is a game that my brother had received for his birthday back in the 90s, and it was just impossible to beat at that age. I had no idea how to do certain things, and unless you had like a certain cheat guide or a guidebook or something like that, you didn't even know what to do. And this intro is just hilarious.
Come on, Beavis, pull it. Okay.
I will say that the graphics in this game is pretty awesome for its time. You know, for Sega Genesis, it's just awesome. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play this game. Hopefully I can beat it, and we'll see how far it goes. So now we're going to do one player.
This sucks. Change it.
So the story of this game is pretty straightforward. What we're going to do here is Beavis and Butthead is watching a gore concert on TV that's coming to their town, and they decided to go get tickets. So what happens is they get the tickets, and what you see here is a dog comes and basically grabs the tickets. So now they're chasing after the dog, and you see Hank Hill in the background. And right before they get their tickets, it basically gets chucked into pieces and it flies all over the place. And as you can see, they have to go find the tickets. And so the story begins. So the purpose of this game is pretty straightforward. These tickets are scattered all over through different levels, and what you have to do is go find them. So this is their living room, where most of the game will have to come back and forth to. You have a bedroom, which only contains one bed, which is pretty weird. And you see the ticket in the back where it says War. What you want to do is you want to head towards the back of the concert ticket, the board, and you can see the piece of paper that has the pieces of the tickets that you will need to complete this game. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go find the tickets, but as you can see, there's a couple of items on the ground that you're allowed to pick up, but we're going to save those for later because they will be important for later levels. So what I'm going to do here is pick up the remote and show you that in your inventory you have your money, you can drop things, and your remote and other things you can select. So what you want to do is pick up the remote and head towards the TV. Now here's a list of all the levels you can play, and where I'm going to go first is the hospital. And the reason why I'm going to the hospital first is because this is the hardest level of the game. And you want to make sure you have your burp selected, and watch out for objects like skateboards and bowling balls that'll come flying towards you or rolling towards you. And get these cops out of the way. So now what you want to do is you see this door that's right here where the nurse is standing. She's going to block the door and tell you cannot walk in. This room is for sick patients only, and we'll get back to that later on. You see this fat guy in the treadmill. He'll be the main villain of this level. And watch out for the Patty guy. So what you can do is get onto the cart, and what you want to do is you want to avoid these health packages that you see. Back in the day I used to get them, and if you hit at least two of them, you're gonna die. So the goal here is to avoid these. And this level takes extreme practice, and I kid you not, it is difficult. there are some levels where I can run through this game very nicely, and then there are some levels where I will get hit and I'll just die. Okay, so as you can see, we managed to get to the stairs. We fell down and the fat guy is knocked out, and you can see the ticket right there on the left. Or sorry, the bottom. So pick up the ticket, and now you officially received the first ticket. So the thing about this game is that, as I mentioned before, sometimes you can get through this game flawlessly, sometimes you can't. And just like how you just saw me on the cart, there are a few times where I played this game, I've done it without getting hit, but this time I am getting hit, so that's okay, because I'm not a perfectionist, and that's what playing games are all about. You just want to have fun. So what you want to do is go to the Gore concert poster, and as you can see, we have one ticket already on a piece of the ticket there. So what you want to do next is head back into the room, the living room. Make sure you have the remote selected, and head out. We're going to go to the second hardest level, which I think is the street.
We're there, dude.
Now make sure you have your burp selected, and watch out for skateboards and Earl. And we're going to run down into the sewers. Now you see this hot dog right here, you want to save that for later, because in case your health goes down, you could come back and get it later. So we have to watch out for the sewage and rats that can easily affect you. So what you want to do is jump over these platforms. And make sure you don't get hit. If you actually fall into the sewage, what happens is you lose more health than actually getting hit by the flying projectiles. And I will apologize in advance that you will hear some background noises of trucks and birds and all that stuff. So I will try to fix that later on, so be aware of that. And I apologize in advance. So what you want to see here is that you'll have a couple of foods on the ground, and depending on how your health is from the previous sewer level, pick up. I'm going to save them for later because right now my health is good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick Butthead and pick up this rubber duck. And I'm going to go back to Beavis and head into the lot. Now pick up this gun that you see right here, because this gun is basically your best friend throughout the entire game, and it will help you near the end of the game. Now what you want to do here is hop over the sewage and watch out for eagles and little rats. See, like right there? They don't really take much damage, but you still want to be careful because you have so much stuff to look over. And there's a burrito there. You want to, because my health is still good, I don't really need that right now. You see that boot right there on the bottom? You don't really need that. That is unnecessary. It's just a waste of space in your inventory. So I'm going to avoid that. And I'm going to head straight towards the right. Now because you have the gun, we're gonna shoot this guy and get him out of the way. Alright, so now that's done. Watch out for the rat, and there should be another eagle coming soon. There you go. Watch out for that. Now, it's very hard to not get hit in this game. Regardless how perfect you are in this game, you will possibly get hit. Dying is probably a different story depending on how much you played this game. Now what you want to do is collect this bone that you see right here, which will come in handy in a little bit, and we're going to head back to the left. And you still want to watch out for eagle, like right there, and rats. Now this level takes a little practice, but shouldn't be too bad. Now as you remember that burrito I told you to save for later, we can get that now because my health is a little bit down. And we're gonna wait for that eagle to run by again. And we're gonna leave this area, and depending on how your health is again, you can collect the burrito or the hot dog, and right now my health is full, so I don't need that. So now we're gonna head back into the sewer and do this whole thing all over again. Except this time we're heading left. And again, you want to watch out for the rat in the sewer. You know, sometimes you have like these rats in the background and you don't know if another rat is coming at you because these giant rats in the forefront of the game are just blocking your vision. And so depending on how your health is again, remember that burger, or sorry, the hot dog I told you to save for later, you want to pick that up and head up into the street. Now you want to stay towards the top edge of the sidewalk and watch out for Earl and get him out of the way. Pick up the hot dog and head into the house. Now you want to shoot Hank Hill, and you see the key that's in his ignition of the lawnmower. Pick that up and head towards the right. Make sure you have the bone selected, because you're going to see a dog. Throw the bone and the dog will chase after it. If you do not have the bone, the dog is basically going to probably kill you, so watch out for that. Make sure you have the key selected and head towards the shed. Head to the left side, pick up the fishing pole. Head to the right and pick up the chainsaw. And then head back out. Now what you want to do here is head towards this tree. Now I made the mistake when I first played this game by standing on the right side of the tree, and after I basically sawed the tree in half, the tree fell on top of me and I died. So you want to stand on the left side of the tree and make sure he cuts it. And now that the tree is done, you see the ticket there, you want to pick that up. And now we have the second piece of the ticket. So now we can escape this area, and we can head towards the left, and you can see the exit. Make sure you have the remote selected and get out of there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back into the room, go back to the Gore concert board, and see our progress. And as you can see, we have another piece to the tickets there. You can ignore the passwords because that is very a tedious thing, and you can check that out in the Angry Video Game Nerds episode. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is we are going to head back to the TV, and we are going to do the next hardest level, which I believe is the Highland High School. And you will see why, because the respawning of the villains in this game, especially Earl right here, he is obnoxiously annoying. You see room 102 right here with Einstein. Watch out, a skateboard. You want to go in there. And what you want to do is you see the teacher, he's pressing a button that's throwing these electrical circuit things. You want to make sure you have your burp selected because the gun is not going to do anything. You want to quickly head towards him and start tapping the C button really fast. Wait until the teacher starts to feel like he's going to throw up. Grab both chemicals and escape as fast as you can, as I just did. Now what you want to do here is, in my inventory you can see that I have AB chemicals, which is good. Make sure you have your gun selected and head out towards the right. Watch out for skateboards and watch out for enemies, because sometimes as soon as you kill one of them, there will be another one literally right behind them, which is stupid. And sometimes that won't be the case, but a lot of times it does. Now, you see room 108 where the Earth is, the Earth poster. Go inside there, head towards the left, and underneath the desk you can see a piece of gum. Pick that up and head towards the teacher where it says, "A floor can be slippery if there is soda pop on it." Now, sometimes the teacher will tell you other things. They're pretty vague ways to help you in this game. He'll tell you like other things that'll come handy in other parts, but right now we don't really need his advice, so we're good with that. Because sometimes like he'll tell you something, but you won't know exactly what to do with it. It's just too vague. Now you want to watch out for the lady. And we are going to watch out. You know, to have a perfect run in this game is very difficult. I'm sure there's other YouTubers out there to do it, but that's why I have to keep stopping and shooting to make sure, because these enemies just literally come out of nowhere. Now you want to head into the principal's office. Now, what you're going to see here is a ticket flying on his head. Make sure you have the chemicals A and B selected and give it to the principal so he can sniff. He is going to collapse, and there you have the third ticket. Pick that up, and you're good. Now we're going to exit out. We can head to the right. You can see a hot dog there, so now my health is really good. Make sure there's no enemies. Watch out for skateboards. Well, yeah, there you go. Let's get him out of the way. I mean, you can enter in the bathroom as well, but there's really not much to do in there. Sometimes you can get hit by the lady, sometimes you don't. It just depends on your luck. This game is just, it's all over the place. See, like, it doesn't give you enough time to notice that there is, like, something coming at you. Alright, so I'm just gonna escape this way. My health is a bit low, so I'm gonna try to get him out. See, as you can see, he's respawning again, which is stupid. And if your health is really low, there's chances of you dying really quickly. So we're gonna do it one more time just so I can get my health to 100%. Alright, so now we're good. Get the remote and exit. So now we are done with the street, and we are done with the Highland High School. So now what we need to do is go back to the Gore concert poster, and we're going to see another ticket included. So we're good. So now what you want to do here is we are going to go next to the Burger World. And I will say, oh, before I do that, this room right here is where, this room is basically where you'll keep two things. You're only allowed to keep two things in here. So you can drop the gum, just so you have enough space in your own inventory, and head towards the TV. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go into the Burger World. Make sure you have your gun. Watch out for skateboards. We're not going to go inside the Burger World just yet, because we have to do one thing before we do that. We're going to head towards the dumpster. Now the directions in this game is obnoxious. If you head up, you'll head to the dumpster. If you head right, you'll get to the dumpster. Sometimes if you head down, you're at the dumpster, so regardless. So you want to see the burger that's in the right of the dumpster. Make sure you pick that up, and then they're going to say they're sick. Quickly head out, head to the right, pick up the hot dog, and you want to escape this level, because You are on a time limit right now because your health is depleting at a very slow rate because you ate that infested burger. The rotten, spoiled burger, which is disgusting. So what you want to do is take the remote and get out of there. And try not to get hit. And sometimes people aren't aware that they had the burger and then they end up dying. So what you want to do is you want to take the remote, go to the TV, and now you want to head to the hospital again. Make sure you have your gun selected. Get rid of the cops. And in case you forget that you did eat the burger, they're gonna keep on informing you saying we're sick. So you want to make sure you get that out of the way. Head back into the hospital, and now the lady who blocked the door in the beginning will allow you to walk in. Hop up on the table, boys, and I will check you out. Looks like you boys have acute burgeritis. This should clear that rash. So now she gives you some type of medication and you're good. Before you leave, you want to make sure you hop on this table and pick up those scissors. They are very important in this game, and I kid you not, they are very important. So now what you want to do is head out. Just make sure you got, okay, so head out, just make sure you have the scissors in the inventory, and get out. Now because you have that gun, you're going to see the chef tossing patties at you. Just get him out of the way. And exit out. Watch out for the bowling ball. Watch out for the cops. Now we are going to exit. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, drop the scissors right next to the gun because these two will be very important, and I kid you not, very important in this game. We are going to head to the right just to make sure if we need anything else at the moment, and we don't. So what we're going to do now is we are going to head back to the burger world.
Change it.
And just to remind you one time, to remind you again, the hospital is officially done. You do not need to go back to the hospital. You've completed that level. So that's one good thing. So basically the 3 hardest levels of the game are done. If you can master those 3, the rest are pretty easy. Now walk into the burger world. You're going to see a customer saying, "I want service now." There's no cashier at the register, so what we're going to do is we are going to give him some food. So watch out for respawning dudes with the oil. Pick up the burrito and head towards the right and hit up. Now what you want to do here is actually head towards the dumpster. Do not get that burger again. Pick up the rat that you just saw on the dumpster and escape. Now, depending on how your health is, pick up the hot dog that respawns over here again, and your health will be good. Now, head to the employees only door, and if you do not have any cheats or a guidebook or anything, you will not know what to put. When I was little, I had no idea how to do this, and I couldn't even beat the game. And I end up finding out that the password is Butthead, so let's type that in. B-U-T-T-H-E-A-D. Now that you're in, pick up the fries and look in your inventory. You have the fries. You have the fries and the rat. Drop the fries, drop the rat and drop the fries. Now you have the fries inside the container with the rat. As you can see right there. Now go back to Butthead where he has the rubber duck. Pick up the headphones because that will come in handy later. Go back to Beavis and head towards the right. Go to the customer who wants his food. Make sure the rat and the fries are selected and give him the food, and that's more like it. And let's see what happens. He says thanks. He just swallows it whole. he realizes what the hell he's eating. And there you have it. Another ticket with vomit. So what you want to do is, since you can't hop over the counter, you're going to have to go all the way back. Head towards the right. Get this guy out of the way. Now go inside the burger world and pick up another ticket piece. So now we're going to exit out of the burger world. Get him out. And now the burger world is officially complete. You do not have to come back to this level. So technically at this point of the game, we are halfway done. Head to the Gore concert poster. And as you can see, we have another piece added on. Alright, so what we're going to do here now is we're going to grab the pair of jeans that's under the bed right there. And we are now going to head to the mall. And this is where a majority of the tickets are in this. So we're going to grab the remote and head towards the mall. And this is actually a really good level because if your health is running extremely low, you can basically, there's going to be 3 cops here and they will all give you food regardless, enough health to replenish. So you shouldn't have a problem. You can always come back to this level and just shoot these guys out and get your health back up. The funny part is when I was little, I always thought that was grass in the background, but that's actually the structure of the mall. I guess they didn't want to make it gray because of the sidewalk and the road. So what we want to do is enter into the mall, and the pet store we're going to come back to later. Hop over the carts, and you see the laundromat. He's going to tell you cannot walk in because you don't have laundry to do. So we're going to change that. We're going to walk inside the Weeby cars and make sure your gun is selected and get this guy out of the way. Now, as it says in the background, get your free oil samples. You want to pick up the oil sample that's right in the top here, and you're going to walk out. Watch out for carts. You do not need to use the elevator at the moment. And the toy store, you can just avoid that at all costs. Unless you're doing 2 players and Butthead needs to have like weapons to help you out, then that's a different story. You want to go inside the yogurt shop and watch out for the crazy owner who's throwing yogurts. And I remember there was an episode of Beavis and Butthead where they wanted their free samples of yogurt. So what you're going to do is grab that bar of soap, which I just did, and you're going to walk out of the bathroom. Just try to make sure you don't get hit and run out. And what we're going to do here is we're going to head back left, and now we are allowed to head to the laundromat. And as you can see in your inventory, the jeans and the bar of soap are gone. And just to give you an idea of why we need the oil is because if you open these, you can hear a little noise. These noises will actually wake up this old lady. So you want to make sure you have the oil selected and go to the last washing machine. So it loosens up the hinges and you can open it without making noise, and you can see a ticket that's inside. Grab the ticket. If you do not have the oil and you walk in, she is going to wake up hearing the noise, and then she'll basically kill you, and there's no way of escaping the laundromat, so you're screwed and you're going to have to start the game all over. Now, what you want to do here next is we are going to head to the right, and we're going to go upstairs into the elevator. We're now over on the 2nd floor. Watch out for the bowling ball. We're going to go to the Army recruitment station in a little bit. Make sure you have Butthead selected, where you have the headphones and the rubber duck. Go to the pawn shop and sell both of those. And as you can see, you have $3.80 in your account. So go back to Beavis and you want to exit. this second floor. So now that you have money in your account, what you want to do next is go to the pet store. Now in this pet store, you see that key where the owner is? You're going to get that later. Go grab the snake and purchase a snake, and quickly grab the key that's on the top right there. Pick up the snake, check in your inventory, make sure you have the snake and the key. Now that you have the key, what you want to do is go straight towards the right, open the bird cage, run to the left so you have enough time, then run to the right, stand in front of it, pick up the ticket, and you're good. And just, you can escape this pet store. Alright, so now we're gonna run back to the right, go back upstairs, second floor, and watch out for bowling ball, and go into the army recruitment station. You're gonna see the sergeant standing there. Whatever you do, do not pick up this book or folder or whatever, the secret files, because he will automatically throw a bomb at you and you will die. What you want to do here is make sure you have the snake selected that's in the box. Go to the sergeant, show it to him, he'll get scared and duck. Go to the bomb that you see right there, pick up the bomb, and now you can, now that the sergeant's not looking, pick up the secret files, and you see the tickets that's literally right there at the table. Pick that up. If Beavis tells you you can't hold any more stuff, you can go to Butthead and he'll get another ticket. So that's the cool thing about it. You can switch between characters and to hold other things. So now that we've got another ticket, we can exit out of the second floor. Watch out for the carts. And we can now exit the mall. Make sure you have your gun selected. And get these cops out of the way. Again, this is why I love playing in this level, because there's just so many easy cops to shoot out. And you can just easily get your health back up. Now, I still want to get my health 100%, so I'm going to go back to the left and just make sure I get one more cop out of the way. Because I want to be 100% for the end of the game. Grab the burrito, grab the remote, and exit. Alright, so what we're going to do now is head back into the bedroom. We are going to go to the Gore concert poster. And as you can see, we have another ticket added. But just make sure that, don't forget, Butthead has another ticket as well, or I think they're both added now, never mind. So yeah, your tickets are added and you're good. So what you want to do now is drop this book, because you don't need that, and pick up the camera that's on the shelf, the dresser actually, and head towards the right. And because you have money in your account, what you can do now is head to the, you want to head into the drive-in. So now you're able to pay for the tickets. Now, and make sure you have your bomb and the camera, because these are the two important things you need for this level. Head into the snack bar. And remember the teacher that told you, the earth science teacher that told you that floors can be slippery with grape soda or whatever? This is what he's talking about. Grab the bomb and throw it at the employee. Watch him explode as he's still smiling, and you can see a bunch of grape soda on the floor. And that's basically what the teacher was referencing. And you wouldn't have known that regardless if you were a little kid playing this game. So you're going to exit the snack bar, hop over the rat, and head towards the right. Now this is a kind of a tedious part. You want to make sure you can kind of not get hit by these rats. And you see the binoculars, you can avoid that if you want extra money to pay for like the toy store and stuff for Butthead, but you don't need that. If your health is bad, pick up the burrito, Now get your camera out, take a picture of what's inappropriately happening in the car, and run, because then this fat lady will basically chase you. And just try to time your jumping, shouldn't be too bad, and enter in the snack bar. Walk towards the left or run and watch her slip and fall, and then you're gonna see a ticket. Pick up that ticket and you are good. You can walk out, and look at my health, it's pretty bad, so what we're gonna do is we are going to head back home and then walk. We're gonna first put the tickets back. So let's see. Now we are missing just one more piece, but before we do that, I really want to get my health back intact. So what we're gonna do here is I am going to head back to the mall. And again, as I said, a really great level just to get your health back up. And just shoot a couple of cops, just so I can be 100%. So go left and then right, and then these cops are just gonna respawn. Now we're gonna do it one last time, and we should be good. Alright, now that my health is full, we're gonna exit. Alright, so now, because my health is full, what we're gonna do is pick up the piece of gum and head towards the left side of the couch, and make sure you have the fishing rod selected that we picked up in the shed.
Hey, shut up! I got something.
I want to keep tapping until we see what we got. And there you have is the final ticket. You can pick that up and they'll be happy. Now what's also important is you want to make sure that you go to this right side of the couch, and he'll dig something underneath the cushion. Make sure it's the pizza. Go back to the left side of the couch and get the fishing pole and do this one more time. What's going to happen is you're going to get a cat. So pick up the cat, which will be very mandatory for the end of the game, and make sure you pick up the scissors. The scissors are very important. So you have the ticket, the cat, and the scissors. Head out of the room and go to the Gore concert poster. Now you have officially got all tickets in this game. So congratulations if you've made it this far. So you can see the tickets blinking in the back, so make sure you pick those up. And just for the sake of it, just to have a little fun, remember that secret files folder. Pick that up, head out, go to the left side of the couch, and let's see what we'll get. And lo and behold, it is Daria, which I think is absolutely hilarious. If you go to Daria, she'll basically say, "Hi guys, many important things are get stuck to gum." She'll basically tell you what we just did, which is getting the gum and the fishing rod and all that stuff. So now, make sure you have the 2 tickets, the cat, and the scissors, and you should be good. So now what we can do is head to the TV and go straight to the Gore concert. You're going to head towards the guy, and he'll tell you that it's pretty beat up, the attendee. Now you can easily just walk in through those 2 yellow doors and the game will be over. Now, but the thing is, I'm going to take it one step further and get the extra bonus credits of this game, because if you walk in through this door, Beavis and Butthead will be sitting at their ticketed seats watching the concert. But what I'm going to do is take it one step further and have them be on stage. So what you want to do is make sure you have the cat selected and your gun. Head straight towards the right, and by this jail bar press C, and the dog will come out of nowhere and chase the cat. If you do not have the cat, the dog will jump on top of you and most likely will kill you if you don't tap the buttons really fast to get him off you. But chances are you'll probably die. Make sure you have your gun selected and the scissors. Now, because you're walking towards the back door of the concert now, you're going to have these bouncers, security guards come at you. And this is where the gun that you have, they picked up in the street, really comes in handy, because if you're just doing this with burps, then you're most likely going to die and you're not going to make it. And if you're playing 2 players, Butthead can easily help you out with spitballs. But because I'm doing 1 player, you have to constantly tap C just to, you know, get this far. It is pretty lengthy, I won't lie. This is, you know, this is going to take some time. But you want to make sure you keep advancing to the right regardless, because if you're not moving right, these guys will just respawn and they will punch you and throw like knives at you. The guys who punch, they take pretty good damage, so if you get at least 3 hits, chances are you're gonna die and start the game all over. So be careful with that and keep moving. And the only way you'll know you'll get towards the end of the game is if you see like like this green blood or like slime, whatever, on the ground. And that's how you'll know that you're getting towards the end. But yeah, right now, as you can see, constantly just keep going, and luckily my health is good. I just wish Butthead could help me out, but whatever. What are friends for, right? So you can notice that the green stuff on the ground is getting a little more heavy. So we're getting closer towards the end of the game. And there is the entrance. As you can see, the green door says no entry. Try to get these guys out of the way a little. Make sure your health is a little decent. You don't need to have too much health for this next step, but try to get these guys out of the way. I'm going to quickly get them out, run, and... Okay. Now, the scissors are very crucial for this part of the game. There are so many times where I've played it and I forgot the scissors. If you can see near the ladder, there's a yellow golden rope. You need the scissors to cut that because there's a guy standing right there that's backstage and he's throwing knives at you. So you want to make sure you take the scissors and cut the rope, and we're going to see what happens with that. And the bag of sand basically fell on the guy and you are backstage. Now what happens is, all the way on the right over here, you're going to see a little piece of clothing right here where I'm standing, where Beavis is standing. You want to make sure you pick that up. See, you can see a couple of outfits or whatever. And now what you do is basically you have completed Beavis and Butthead. So if you've made it this far and you've beaten this game, congratulations, because this was no joke. So what you want to do now is head towards the curtain and walk out and see what happens. You are on stage with the Gore. And if you just mash random buttons, you can control Beavis and Butthead and they'll just like fall up and down. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is Beavis and Butthead for the SEGA Genesis. I mean, this game is just, it's all over the place, but I really wanted to get this out of the way and play because it's also fun. it gets your adrenaline rushing because, for playing Sega Genesis games is like you only have 3 lives to beat at certain games, and there's no saving states. In this game, you die once and you start all over, which is why it's very crucial you try to beat this game in one sitting. So that's why I wanted to do it, just to challenge myself and have some fun. So yes, there will be more Sega Genesis games in the future, so thanks for watching. Give a like and subscribe, because I will be playing another game sometime soon, and I hope you guys stick around for that. So I will see you all next episode, and once again, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe so I can continue enjoying this fun adventure and playing Sega Genesis games. And with that said, I will see you all next episode.
Come on, Beavis.
Okay. Fart knocker.
All right.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. Ow. Ow. Yeah.
Come on, Beavis.
Okay. Fart knocker.
All right.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. Ow. Ow. Yeah.
Come on, Beavis.